I'm so low energy, I completely forgot to unmute the mic. Hooray! Hello everybody. ¿Cómo estamos, minasan? I hope you guys are doing well today. The BGM is even not going because I'm a moron. Mostly probably because I muted it before we did anything else. Last time. Doesn't matter. It's all good. It's fine. I'm okay. I will live. Let's just hope that what we're gonna take a look at is something I mentioned in the Discord. I'm like too tired to even do the advertisements outside elsewhere as per usual. But they dropped the character demo for Jane Doe literally 30 minutes after stream on Monday. So we're gonna take a look at that first in Zenless, and then we'll move over to Blue Archive stuffs. Actually, before I do that, I hope you guys are doing well though. Like, I know I'm tired, but I do not wish that kind of things on you. Oh, did the trailer come out today too? For that? I knew that was coming, I just didn't know the where and the when, because the little guy let me know about that actually. Let me open up another window to see if I can find it. Maybe we'll take a look at that. Yep. Of course, everybody's searching the hell out of that one. Oh, it's a teaser. Take a look at that in a moment. But first things first. The Jane Doe trailer. Let's get rolling. No, take out my wings for this. And that explains why I muted it. But there we go. Alright. Let's take a look at this demo, shall we? I know I just paused within 1 second of starting, but it's Jane Doe and it says headphones recommended. Not that I don't wear headphones when I'm on my computer. I actually don't even have speakers, so I only do headphones overall. But why, Hoyoverse? Why do I need headphones to watch a Jane Doe character demo trailer? Okay, I had paused it at the wrong... Let me try that again, because all of a sudden I heard the breathing, and I'm like, wait, stop!
So you're the one
who
loves Boss's goods. Boss sent me to repay you.
Oh, that's why they're doing ASMR with this thing. Because I heard it moving around in the headphone.
Oh, have something to say. Be careful now. I don't want to hear anything that might damage.
Oh, she must have put on her boot while we weren't looking.
Stolen. I always change my routes, but that guy knew right where I'd be.
That guy. Also like the art. That looks really cool.
So you're saying that he must have known your route in advance?
I don't know. Maybe it was a ghost.
A ghost? Is that so? Why don't you tell me more?
It was too fast.
Okay.
Red.
All right. Slow down, Hoyle. Slow down. What the heck? Okay.
Really? Boss boss hates liars. Keep this up and he'll have me dispose of you.
No. I'm telling the truth. There's still one last shipment tomorrow. Then you'll know I wasn't the one who took the goods.
So, there's a shipment tomorrow.
Wait, don't tell me you're...
Hi.
No kidding. I do like the styling they're doing for this one. All of the character demos are what I look forward to the most, just because they're always interesting. Though there are some things that I wish that the characters were able to do that they show off in the thing, but it's fine.
It's you! Think our boss got played by you like that, you dirty rat!
We've met before. And you don't recognize me? How insulting. Such terrible eyesight. How about... Just kidding. You still have lots of confessing to do.
Oh, congratulations, Chaos. I was gonna say, because she plays by PubSec, I don't think that she would have killed the person, despite, you know, being caught out. That's interesting. And I don't know. A lot of people obviously were really, maybe it's just because I'm really low energy right now, but a lot of people were, that I saw in like, obviously, YouTube vids of people reacting to it otherwise, were all like up and thirsty. Then again, I haven't been really up and thirsty for Jane overall like I was with Zhu Yuan. Maybe it's just because it's like, oh yeah, she's attractive, but you know, I don't know. Since she's a character that's being created and not an actual person, I could say this without hopefully sounding too crass about it, but it's like, it feels like they're trying too hard to make her sexy. And it's just like, I prefer like what they did with Zhu Yuan, and then obviously towards the petite side for Jingyi, where they were sexy enough, but they don't need to worry about much besides, you know, hot pants and tight pants. But with Jane Doe, I feel like they're trying a little bit too hard. Because not only is her outfit pretty hot, but she's trying to be very, you know, granted, she's trying to manipulate. So, you know, femme fatale is what they're going for. So I guess there's that. But I guess I've never been into femme fatale type people. So it is what it is. Yeah. That's why I landed on femme fatale at the end there, Chaos, because that's exactly what that is. Someone who's deceiving on purpose to try and get something out. Also, I'd like to point out the fact that both trailers had Jane. Granted, this one's more of an interrogation than hitting, but obviously is still very seductive regardless. But Jane was. It sounded like a woman for this particular interrogation, and then it was a woman for when she was doing the cop ride on her character trailer. So it's interesting how, with the exception of Seth, because in the main story, she seems to be leaning towards the obviously with that, either she's playing again facade, femme fatale, all that other jazz, or she's bi, because either that or she's playing bi when she's actually straight, considering how much she, you know, was helping out Seth, etc., so on and so forth. But then again, it could be just because they were on the same side. Who knows? That's the one thing that's the big question mark on Jane, is that even though she's helping PubSec, how much is her helping PubSec because they're working together, and how much is she helping out Seth because she likes Seth, you know, in specific. She's, you know, his, what's the word? His idealism actually rings something true in her. Anyway, Let's take a look at that Minecraft movie thing, because I think I found it. We'll see what happens. And then we'll hop into Blue Archive. Oh no. No copyrights, please. Interesting. Wait, Jason Momoa?
What the hell?
Alright. So they are not doing either or.
Anything you can dream about here, you can make.
Oh, so Jack Black is part of this, huh? Hearing that voice. Oh, there he is.
Who are you?
I am Steve.
Oh, he's Steve. Okay.
Okay.
This guy is such a tool bag.
Interesting, interesting, interesting. Aren't the piglins supposed to be in the nether, though? So they're not going to bother with, basically, they're not going to bother with, anything to do with the illagers or whatever, or the raiders. It's just straight up piglins. We're not even going to explain why. The end. Alright then. Well, it is what it is. Let's get over to where we're going. Alrighty. So I put on a little bit of Fuka for headbats. Me headbats. There we go. Since we're doing the event that's got the Gourmet Research Society. And automatically that means that Fuka's involved, because whenever they're involved, Fuka's never not involved. Never by choice, though. She's never involved by choice. It's always by kidnapping. Just straight up. I was trying to find a more political, more appropriate way to say something. No, but it's just kidnapping. That's all it is. Alright. So I went in just so I could do all the quest stuff and start, farming up things that I need. Oh wait, did I do my task for today? I did not. So let's do the 3 omikuji I need to do. Well, you told me that it exists, and I was gonna watch it because you told me I would have been happy not playing it, but you told me it exists, and guess what? Now I had to watch it. It is the law. And one more.
余裕ぶってる場合じゃない。何？先生もやればできるじゃない。今日の仕事はこれでおしまい？それなら美味しいもの食べに行きましょう。
Hello, Tired. How you doing?
寒い時に何かを食べると体が温まるって言いますよね。
Alright, so we got the omikuji. Let's get started with the story. I skipped over the prologue just so I can get the quest stuff going and I wouldn't be behind knowing that I was going to be a couple days back from, or at least a day back from everything. I'm doing alright. Tired as heck. Just like you. No, I'm exhausted. So, unless something starts to really entertain me and wake me up, it's going to be low energy day today. Anyway, let's get into the story here. See what the prologue bit was that I missed. Did you repeat that? Did you enjoy your food? Yeah, definitely. It was pretty good. Honestly, it was a bit lacking. But considering the size of the restaurant and the fact that it's run by one person, it passes. That explains it. I was about to say, what the heck? I especially like the ozoni special. The key to good ozoni is grilled rice cake, and this one had the perfect fluffiness value. The other dishes were impressive too. It was a straightforward, neatly prepared menu. The grilled fish was good. Its skin was crispy, but the flesh was well marinated and soft. It was all good. I just wish the proportions were a little bigger. Of course you would, Akari. Why not? You who can finish off 5... What was it? No, it was 50 plates of carousel sushi. And she was on, like, what bowl during the middle thingy? Whatever. Fine. You would think you would think that no matter what the size proportions were. I liked everything. It would have been even more delicious. Why does Izumi look... Hold on. Izumi looks overly thin in her kimono for some reason. It's probably because she's leaning a certain way. I don't know, it's either because she's leaning a certain way or because her scarf is just so dang fluffy that, you know, it just is balancing out the rest of her. Because Junko looks about appropriate. Akari looks about appropriate. And we have to go back to see the president. It would have been even more delicious if you used curry powder, vinegar, and syrup. Oh, I forgot that. Because I don't have Izumi outside of her bathing suit version, I forgot that she's the experimental one. You're the only one who'd think like that. Yeah, no, because it also for Haruna as well. Oops, sorry, wrong button. Yeah, Haruna looks a little smaller than usual, but that's just because thick scarf. How is the wing even getting out, by the way? Just because? Alright, anyway. Let me get the check. Thank you. I'm glad that my final guests were nice people. Final guest? Yes, the Sparrow restaurant will be closing. Oh. Huh? What? Why? Yeah, I'll mention it after the prologue. That's too bad. I was happy to find a good restaurant. Yeah, it was really yummy. I'd eat anything from this place. Coming from you, that's not saying much. You were pretty impressed too, weren't you, Junko? Well, I guess I was just thinking about how long it's been since I tasted something this delicious. And every time we have something really good, it's always been followed by something going wrong for some reason. I think that's mostly just a you thing, Junko. Only me? Don't try to act like you guys aren't normal. Ugh. Let's try that again. Only me? Don't try to act like you guys aren't normally the reason. I wonder if we'll ever be able to find a restaurant like this again. It feels like we just found a treasure, but it's being stolen right in front of us. The small portions make it a small treasure, but the analogy speaks to me. Uh-oh. Haruna's not satisfied. We will not yield so easily. What do you mean? It's not like there's anything we can do. You're right. If we had known about this place a little earlier, we could have promoted it, but now all we can do is watch it disappear. A bit sad. Don't you think I wouldn't have a plan? Maybe I know people who could Maybe I know people who could lend a helping hand. New Year's aperitif, one and done match. Alrighty.
先生、
So, for those who only follow Blue Archive whenever I kind of do stuff with it, which is not tired. This event is going to follow the Gourmet Food Club of Gehenna Academy. They basically go around trying to find, the best foods and whatever. They're also labeled as terrorists because of the fact they tend to blow up establishments where they don't particularly like the food. I mean, we've run into them before, to be fair, but I'm just reiterating in case you guys have missed earlier streams, because they were part of the main story of Trinity during the Makeup Work Club stuff, and I'm trying to think about what other ones, what else did we do? Well, to be fair, if people have been following me for a while, they would have seen all the main story outside of Chapter F, because I kind of dropped the ball on that one. So they would have already seen this. Just, it might be one of those things where it's just a reminder as opposed to anything else. Beyond the fact that I have no idea what's going to happen in this particular event, because I have not played this event before, even though it is a rerun. So, yeah. We're looking at 10 chapters, so let's get started. Ooh, I get Junko? We'll take a look at her after we're finished here. Assuming that this came a little earlier, okay, I might need to build a team of explosives. Okay, not a problem. Episode 1, Help Wanted. And now you know why Fuka's here. Why we started with Fuka on the main screen when we got back from watching the Jane Doe character demo and the other trailer. Because whenever the Gourmet Research Society is involved, Fuka's always involved, usually unwillingly. I was having such a good day. I had no work today. I got to sleep in, prepared myself a delicious breakfast. Even as I was putting on my kimono, I was looking forward to my first prayer of the year. But then... Why me? Fuka? Having your plans derailed is simply a part of life itself. But when it's always you, Haruna. Anyway. Haruna. You will find the time again and again. You will find that time and time again, you must overcome life's countless trials. Human achievement arises only from the ashes of struggle. That's pretty lofty coming from the person who kidnapped me. You're welcome. That's not the correct response, Haruna. You're welcome to be... Never mind. I want Jury to join. I'm sure that the Gourmet Research Society would have overruled that entirely, knowing her cooking, though. She's a sweetheart. I love the fact that she farms. She's one of the best... she's a really, really good character, but I don't think the Gourmet Research Society wants any part of her cooking anything whatsoever. We saw about those freaking living pancakes when we were doing the Dress Hina Gehenna event. We know what she can do. Speaking of compliments, that's a beautiful kimono, Fuka. You look great in it. Thank you. Yes. You and your outfit look beautiful as well, Haruna. You could tell this was made by an Asian development studio, Japanese. Actually, this is Korean, but but it was for Japanese people, since that's the one that's further ahead. Because anyone in North America, or at least specifically United States, would have said, I don't give a shit that you're complimenting my look. I'm not going to tell you that you look good if you're kidnapping me for the 100th time. God damn it. Thank you, thank you. I dressed up slightly more than usual. Now then, let's get to the point. There's an issue of utmost urgency that the Gourmet Research Society invited you here today for. We have an important mission for you. You know, kidnapping and inviting aren't synonyms, right? Well, I'm used to you acting as if they aren't. Now that I think about it, saying people are creatures of habit is a bit scary, isn't it? Yes, our apologies. Now, the Gourmet Research Society has discovered a diamond in the rough. A restaurant called Sparrow. But Sparrow is about to close down. Fuga, if truffles were left on the roadside without any protection, what would you do as a chef? And infuse them with oil, of course. You would need to cook them as quickly as possible. Exactly! This is exactly how we must view the situation. For a restaurant of such great potential to close is a loss to the entire world. And for us to allow that to happen would be an affront to gastronomy. If you're gonna make me listen to the entire speech, could you at least untie me? Okay, yeah. Again, a little bit of the weakness of the game poking out. We didn't know that she was tied up the entire time. Granted, usually she is when she's kidnapped, so I should have assumed that, but considering where at least the locale looks like she's still in the Gehenna lunch club room, you know, the cafeteria. It's one of those things of like, I don't know. Should I have assumed that? I'm not sure. Anyway, especially since Jury's still here, you know? If Jury wasn't here, I should have assumed that. But since Jury's here, it's like, should I have assumed that? Isn't it up to the owner whether or not the restaurant closes or not? A restaurant's closure is the owner's decision. That's fundamentally correct. But even if that's their prerogative, I, Kurodate Haruna, deny their decision. God forgives, but I don't. No, please start forgiving people and start untying people. I think it should be soon. Oh, yep, you're here, Sensei. Yay! Oh, another thing that I've done, and this is not anything but for my game in particular, is that I renamed myself from Tenebris Tenchi in game to Breeze to make things a lot easier when I do the voice acting and they decide to use my quote-unquote full name, so I don't have to trip over saying Tenebris Tenchi Sensei every single time. So it's just Breeze Sensei. Breeze Sensei. Hey! How have you been? Hello, everyone. Everyone looks amazing in their outfits. Sensei, are you here to rescue me? I wish that were the case. But I, too, was kidnapped. How so? We just walked in. Oh, I see. It's okay. I'm okay. I'm not gonna cry. Can I cry a little at least? All the necessary participants are here, so let's come up with a solution. I know, use my imagination, Tired. It's just one of those things that, you know, I wish they would have said something about her already being tied a while ago. Either way, not a big deal. How can we save Sparrow? That is the question the Gourmet Research Society must resolve. Was kidnapping really necessary step in this plan? This is an endeavor built upon determination and resolution, Sensei. Using such unconventional methods. It's how I show from the depths of my heart how sincere I am about this. What's the next step of your sincerity? Murder? Kidnapping aside, I think we all skipped a step here. What does the owner have to say about this? Right. The opinion of the person whose livelihood depends on this. I was so passionate, so sincere, that little detail seemed to have slipped my mind. Thank you for the advice, Sensei. It was a good idea to kidnap... I mean, to invite you, Sensei. I'm starting to doubt how much she's thought this through. You're starting, Fuka? Just now? Is that who I think it is? I don't know. Something's off. Oh, there's gonna be hell to pay. It's one thing that the restaurant closes. It's another thing when you mess up the shop of a shop that the Gourmet Research Society likes a lot. Don't you get it? Move out already! How many times do we have to learn this lesson? How many times we gotta teach you this lesson, old woman? I'm sorry. These things take time. I just had my final guests. I'll get out as soon as I can. It's not like we want to do this. We're nice people. The nicest. Under the right situation. And the right situation is simply you doing what we say. You understand? Let's create this right situation together. Hanina? Looks like there are other guests today. Unpleasant ones. Guests that we're gonna handle, right, Haruna? The Gourmet Research Society seeks the best food the world has to offer. So, when someone who offers that is in trouble, well, we certainly can't ignore it. I totally agree! Let's get rolling! I knew something like this would happen. Hanuna, what is it exactly that you're planning to do? We should probably step back, just in case. I have a question. Why doesn't Juri have a kimono? I'm kind of disappointed that Juri doesn't have a kimono. Like, if she only showed up in that first area when we were still in the school lunch cafeteria, right? It'd be one thing. But she's apparently following the kidnapping of Fuka, which, you know, fair plays, trying to make sure Fuka's okay. But why doesn't she have a kimono? I'm disappointed. I don't have anybody's kimono outside of Problem Solver 68 stuff. Oh, and I guess technically Serika as well. But that I kind of lump in with Problem Solver 68 because that's when she came out there. That's wise, Yuri. Oh, thank you, Sensei. But it's less wisdom and more reflex gained from experience? We ran out the budget? No. The amount of money the Blue Archive makes, granted, it's not Hoyoverse money, but it's pretty high up there. There's no way we ran out of the budget for Juri to have a freaking kimono. And worst case scenario, they could do like they did with Abidos's swimsuits. Just release. Okay. As far as units are concerned, we're only releasing this one and this one. And the next time it gets re-ran, this one and this one. Oh, Cooking Club budget. Fair. But I would think that, you know, in a society that is emulative of Japan, all the women would have kimonos by the time they're in high school, I would think. That would be my guess, but I guess if the budget... If it's club budgets, then how the heck did Hina and Aqua afford dresses, considering how much their budget gets slashed consistently by the Pandemonium Society? Questions for later, sorry. Nope. You want to know what it is? It's not. She's not busy researching. He just was working in the garden and didn't want her kimono to get dirty with all the dirt she was doing. That's all it is. It's fine. She's working in the garden. Okay, no. I now have my headcanon. She was working in the garden, didn't want to get her kimono dirty. She would have put it on, but obviously the kidnapping, took precedence over anything else. Yes, Sensei. It's impossible to get through to Haruna when she's like that. Hey, what do you think you're doing? Can't you see we're working here? It's not that they would buy their kimonos with Sensei money. I don't think that specifically the school lunch club would do that. Now, that Sensei would offer to buy them their kimonos is a whole different deal. That's a whole separate deal. Don't get me wrong, I'm sure there are some students that would try and coerce Sensei into buying them kimonos, but I don't think the school lunch club would be one of them. No, I can't. All I see here are thugs disrupting gastronomic harmony. And when it comes to thugs, my preferred method of communication is gunfire. Now then, Gourmet Research Society, are you ready? Yeah, I know it. This is before they start. Since this is a rerun, this is before they started giving you access to the units to trial them out. Okay. But let me see if I can rebuild this to something that is a little bit more canon. Since it's level 15 and I'm over leveled anyway, it makes no difference. So we have Akari, that's fine. Fuka, fine. Let's get rid of Serika. There you are, Jury. I think you're the only other one that would be canon that would work here. I think so. Outside of technically Haruna track, but I'm gonna go grab base Haruna instead. And then let's just filter this. No, not filter. Sort this by school. That would help. And then we go down to Gehenna. Here we are. There she is. And then we have that one. And sure, this'll just round it out. I know she's not leveled, but meh. No, I'm not planning on pulling, if I'm being honest. Unfortunately. I know that I probably should, just because there's a limited banner up for Fuka and Haruna. But the thing is, I want Nagisa, and that's not that far away, followed by Band Kazuza and Band Yoshimi. So I kind of need my Peroxenes for that kind of back to back to back. That's less than a month away. Yeah, I know New Year's Fuka would have been really good. I'm not gonna bother with Akari if I'm being honest, just because she's not limited. I'm just going down to see what would be next. Sorry, I'm now distracting myself with the list of what's coming down the pipeline. Then I would take a break. I might pull for Chise because again limited, but I don't know. Swimsuit Chise in particular. But then right after that is swimsuit Kanna, and I'm like, I kind of want that. I want a version of Kanna. I still don't have Kanna at all. But then even then, that's not even limited, so I maybe shouldn't, especially with Fess being like 20 days later, and we have Battle Hoshino and Shiroko Terror. Yeah, that's my point. That's my major point, is I will try and spend at least on Nagisa, because I do want Nagisa. And since she's limited and kind of important, I might spend on her. The band, I don't know. I'm still deciding, even though they're limited. But, you know, I'll think about it some more. But then after that, I think I'm going to try and save until Fes. Because Hoshino and Chiroko. And then right after that is Swimsuit Saori. Which, goddamn. Why are all the swimsuit models coming out so soon after each other? What am I going to do? But yeah, I need to save up. Also, I'm very disappointed that they released Kirara, but not her buddy. Oh, we are? Wait, wouldn't that be for Fes? Usually a free 100? I mean, I'm not going to be disappointed if it's Saori. I don't even have base Saori yet. I really want that too. Like, I want... Okay. But either way, like, I really want Kana and Saori just so bad, just because I love those two. They hot in different ways. Yeah, but anyway, of the limited banner stuff, Nagisa's the only one before Fest that I'm like, I really, really want that. Just because she's going to be super useful for me. I don't need Toki, because I already have her. The band stuff is up in the air, I need to decide. Swimsuit Chise would be the only one of the two other limited before Fest that I would consider, and even then it's like, do I really want? I don't know. It'll depend on how much I have at that point. Like, actually, let me show you guys something. Just because I finally got around to doing this. For those who don't know, there's this site called ShaleDB, which is really useful. Where's my browser? There it is. Ta-da! ShaleDB. And I spent time putting in everything. So if I click on owned over here, ta-da! This is all the characters I own. And if I click on not owned, unclick on owned first to make sure that it resets. These are all the characters that I don't own. Yeah, it helps me keep track of things. There we go. So of this subset of things I don't own, unique, so that means the ones that are limited, event, which I'm about to get Junko, the only event one that just popped in, and Fest, which I have all the Fest ones thus far. So Ako, Chise, Fuka, Haruna, Miku is never going to come back because I started after the Miku banner. So that's never coming around again. That's the whole reason why during the Certain Scientific Railgun collab, I got it. Because it's just like, what if there's going to be a freaking niche use for one of these characters and I want to use them and they'll never come back. So I just grabbed them both, even though they weren't that useful off the bat. Anyway, Swimsuit Hinata, obviously, like I said, I'm getting Junko in a moment. Karin Bunny, Neru Bunny, Mashiro Swimsuit, Nagisa, and Makoto. So. Yeah, see, now it expanded to all of them that were unique event and fest as this. I have all of... Not owned? All. So I've picked up a lot of the unique ones so far. Either by luck or just because I was brute forcing a lot of that stuff. Like, I know I brute forced Toki. Toki was my first one that I kind of pulled for hard. started around when she came out. I pulled heavy on Yuga Track, for sure. Actually, let me get rid of a event real quick. And Fest. And let's put it to owned. Yeah, I pulled hard on Adu for sure. Adu New Year. I don't remember pulling very hard on Azusa swimsuit. She must have just been up. I know I pulled hard on Hina swimsuit. And I think I got enough for pity for Iori. I pulled hard on Izuna swimsuit. Like I said, I pulled hard on these two. Mutsuki I pulled. Yeah, okay. Anyway. Oh, I do have Wakamo. Swimsuit Wakamo is not limited, and base Wakamo is Fest. You notice that if I put not own Fest only, nothing. At least not until we get down to battle Hoshino and Hirokotera. So I have Wakamo, Mika, Hoshino. Like literally, I pulled for Hanako the last event, and all I got was Hanako. I didn't get anything else. Like, I don't think I got that many 3 stars out of that. I don't recall. But when I pulled on Dress Hina this past Fest, I got Hoshino, Mika, Wakamo, and Hina. So yeah, no, I've gotten all the Fests now. Thank goodness for that. I thought I would have had to wait before for them to be available on the banner. So I thought that no, I take it back. Because Hoshino was available at the same time as Hina. I think I got Hina and Hoshino, but I got Mika and Wakamo out of it. And I thought that I would have had to wait for them to come around again on banner. Which for Mika would have been the next coming Fest over here. Thank goodness I didn't have to do that. I've been having great use of Mika since I've gotten her. So, anyway, let's actually get to the fight and the story, even though it's not very canon-like. We've got everybody we need. Okay, let's put Junko there. That'll be fine. Fuka ready to roll so we can hopefully bring up Izumi. And I just realized that half the screen is getting cut off. You guys didn't say anything. Why? Gosh, guys, come on. There we go. Let's roll. Luckily, I turned my head just enough to see that.
一生懸命やらないと勝利ですよ。よかった。敵のこれはいかが？味方のこの程度？こっちに行こう。これはいかが？こちらに面白いものがありそう。これはいかが？私もお願いしますね。ありがとうございます。お団子お団子。
Yeah, no, they deserve this. Okay, I'm gonna wait for the next one. Izumi, blow him up! Oh, it was just coconut bounces. I got so happy when I could actually do all the challenges in the Problem Solver 68 thing event. I was able to get the little banner. I was able to get the from 0068 with love banner for my account, and I was like, yes! Thank goodness! Actually, big money question for Pirate, especially since he does play Blue Archive, but also for others, what's been your favorite club overall? I'll remember this And not just for how bad it hurts now. Oh, my keyboard's dying. Hold on. Let's plug it in. Alright, fixed. You'll pay for messing with the gourmet helmet gangsters. So much time wasted on people with so little taste in manners, names, or food. In-game club, in-game club. Now, shall we get back to our original goal? Actually, in-game. In-world club, I guess I'll call it. Like, not the clubs, not the clans, clubs, whatever you want to call them at that point, just to be clear. The Sweets Club? You know, I'm not that big of a fan of, well, not that I don't like them, it's just that, I don't know, they don't leave an impression on me. They're still very passive. The Sweets Club. The Gamer Club is pretty strong. And then, for me, Problem Solver is actually a really strong club for me. That's why I pull on whatever banner they show up on so hard. Raisa is part of the Vigilante Club, right? That's the blue and pink-haired girl that I don't have. Thank you for your kindness. I can never repay you. Especially since continuing this business is literally impossible. Ah, okay. You're right, that event was not that bad. But I think that's like the only event I've seen them in. And they don't take any role in the main story outside of, I think, one thing with the Trinity. And it was just kind of like passerby to the whole shebang. Could you explain your situation in more detail? I don't know if I... Oh, I'm gonna close down now anyway. Might as well. Did you happen to notice all the franchise restaurants outside? They're crowding out all of the small businesses. I'm not the first, and likely I won't be the last. The street is drowning in cheap food with corporate-mandated standardized flavor. A heartbreaking but familiar sight to gourmands around the world. Know what? Story? Something I said? I don't know. I'm lost. It isn't easy competing against the prices and resources of franchises. And it's likely that they suck out the air of the room. It's like they suck out the air of the room. Oh, you're Nonomi? Oh, no. Ooh, yeah, no, Nonomi is powerful. I'm actually not a big fan of her swimsuit one. I got her by luck, but it feels so much weaker compared to her base for some reason. Like, and the only reason I bring that up is because Hina's swimsuit feels just as powerful as base Hina, just with a wider radius and less people being hit. Wait, why are you fighting a dress Hina? Are you doing PvP? I thought you were doing the challenges. To make matters even worse, something disastrous happened as personally as well. What do you mean? We buy all our ingredients from a distributor called Meow Foods. Ah. And that explains why you were able to say no that your Nonomi died while not actively doing the other stuff. It's the same company all the franchise restaurants use. For whatever reason, Yao Food suddenly increased their prices. That sounds like there's some backroom wheeling and dealing to me. A sec. Won't that force the franchise restaurants to raise their prices or cut into their margins too? That would make sense. If the supplier is the same, the cost should be the same. I don't really get it, but this is, like, because of inflation, right? Keep trying. It's okay. It's okay, sweetie. Just keep trying. The thing is, all of the franchise restaurants are affiliated with Meow Foods. Yep, backroom wheeling and dealings. So they're getting discounts on their supplies while these discounts happen to cancel out all of their recent price increases. What? That's unfair! How are mom and pop shops supposed to compete? Is it possible that they're trying to pressure you into joining the Meow Foods umbrella? They suggested as such a few times, but I wanted to keep this restaurant my own. It's been passed down from generation to generation. It was a stupid idea. I tried to protect it, but ended up just losing everything. At first, I thought I should just work harder to satisfy more customers. But life doesn't really work that way. I know it sounds like I'm crushed, but I feel better now that I've talked about it. Thanks for listening. It means a lot. Uh-oh. It's looking like Fuka's gonna get into this. I understand. Huh? I understand your pain. Ma'am? I try and try and try, only for my plans to be ruined by someone else. Fuka, is there someone else happen to be in this room right now? You can just kind of like nod your head in a certain direction. And if it's not, you can just say their name. We all know it's Makoto. Makoto's always at fault for this stuff. One of the major... Nope. Even Haruna wasn't taking that lying down. She was like, uh-oh. It's me, isn't it? Or I'll pour everything I have into a dish, only to have its value be offhandedly degraded by someone else. That happens? That's too bad. And even then I get back to it. I try again, only to have my plans ruined while I'm still making them by a natural disaster! Fuka? But, like leftover turkey after Thanksgiving, I persevere. Only to see that all the food I made was eaten before I even served it! What's going on? What's happening to Fuka? Whatever it is, can I join in? Ma'am, I get what you're saying. Please do calm down. By the way, I love the fact that Junko is the only one not called out in all of what Fuka was pointing out, which means that of the Gourmet Research Society, Fuka is the most innocent in any way, shape, or form. Also, I'm actually surprised it's not the other way around. Why was it that Akari was mentioned or spoke up when mentioning commentary on food, and Izumi spoke up when talking about that she can't make enough food? It should have been the other way around, I think. Not that Izumi would comment too much on the food taste, but she would. Versus, I don't think Akari would talk about it too much overall. Anyway. I'll help you. Really? If we work together, I'm sure there'll be a way. You just can't give up without trying. If you manage to save my... I don't know how I'll ever repay you. But thank you. Thank you so much. It all turned out well. I knew that I made the right choice. Inviting everyone. Has anything actually turned out well yet? I don't know. Well, has anything gone wrong yet, Sensei? nothing, right? So it'll be fine. Huh? What's the long sigh for? I know I long sighed after she asked about the long sigh, but to me, Sensei would have done that twice. Nothing's gone wrong yet, right, Sensei? What's the long sigh for?
Sensei, 明けましておめでとう。一緒に美味しいもの探しに行きましょう。
Okay, quick break real quick, just because I want to go check out the Junko that I have, and I think I might be able to at least get it to 2-star. I try not to have anything be below 3-star. And then obviously I have a lot of, you know, things above.
お正月からお会いできるとは。
Who are we getting when we come back? Ah, we went from Haruna to Haruna. Hi, Haruna. Anyway. Into the students. And we will sort this by... Hello? Data acquired. There's Junko. Yes, unlock Mystic.
どうかな。私のことちょっとは見直したんじゃない？
So what does she got on her, by the way? Deals 344% of attack damage to all enemies in a circular area. And she's actually on Field Striker. Okay. Oh, she's Mystic. Okay. Deals 400% of attack to one enemy every 21 normal attacks. And the new thing I just got was, okay, just an increase in attack speed. Nothing out of this world. Look, you don't say that to a woman's face, okay? Just because she doesn't have, you know, big enough assets, you gotta have to kind of step back and, you know, just don't say anything about it, okay? She's petite. That's all it is. Relax. It's okay. I know what you were getting at, Tyler, but I figured I'd just have a joke comment about it. What is this one? So once we get there, increases crit by 10.4% when using EX or basic skills. Honestly, this doesn't seem that much better than her base. Like, if we actually put her next to her base... Sorry, not that way. Name. Go down to Junko. I'm sorry. I always knew that the halo kind of hovered and whatever, but I'm starting to notice the breathing on Junko here, because her eyes widen and shut a little bit. Has that always been a thing? Or is that just on Junko? Hold on. She bobs here, but her eyes, there's not really a breathing otherwise. I guess I'm just... Hold on. Yeah, no, I guess it just depends on the thing. There's bobbing, but only certain characters have, like, a breathing motion, like, with their eyes. Mostly the base characters, it looks like. Sorry, I got distracted for a second. I don't think I've ever noticed that for some reason. While base Junko is not that great, she's not terrible either. Versus what I see out of New Year's Junko, which is like mid. Although it's a low EX cost, you gotta give it that. Despite having a small AoE, by the way, the low EX cost is pretty good. Anyway, let's hop away from that. I don't know. And then here's Akari eating me out of all my money. I made a mistake of inviting her out to food and her... Oh, that's right. I did have her base relationship item. Hold on. I need to actually finish the freaking story. I need to go back to that. Well, let's see what this does. Plus 800 attack. And then... I guess if the battle goes fast enough, that's alright. But I guess I'm always... Because whenever I run into something more difficult, it's always a long freaking battle, so it's not great. But I'm already struggling at that point. It's not helping me any. And here's little Junko. Alright, let's continue with the story.
Sensei, お帰りなさいませ.
Excuse me? Fuka's Back Alley Enterprise. I'm so disappointed that she's out of her kimono. She looks so much better in the kimono. Not that she doesn't look good like this, but... whatever, I suppose. Whatever. I mean, as I mentioned with my own pet theory of Juri not being in a kimono because she happened to have been in the garden before everything, she's probably not wanting to get her kimono dirty either, so she switched out to her apron and whatnot. Amazing. The hood vent, gas burners, fryer, oven. They're all prone to becoming oily messes. But these are so clean, but they look brand new. The refrigerator is incredibly neat and ingredients are well organized and easy to access. The vegetables are kind of bruised, but that must be a supplier problem. As for seasonings, it seems like you disposed of them earlier than their stated shelf life? Well, if someone got sick, I'd lose credibility. Is that not okay? Not at all. The kitchen is clean, practically spotless. All that being said, do you always use the same seasonings when you cook? Yes. That's all that I was taught. All ingredients are being seasoned the same. We might have found our first problem. But before that, I've been thinking about something else for a while. Yes, what is it? You said that you source all your ingredients from Yao Foods, right? Yes, I don't have any other option. Well, honestly, the quality of the ingredients are subpar. I see. You aren't the only one who noticed that. I started buying from Yao Foods. Regulars began complaining about the overall taste of their meals. Which, by the way, if the Gourmet Research Society actually liked the food with the Niao Food Distributors ingredients, imagine what they'll think when she gets proper ingredients. Wow. She done... Because sometimes it's just the way you prepare. The quality of ingredients is not always important. It's not worth skimping on if you don't need to skimp on it, but if you have to, it's preparation. That is key. But Yao Foods monopolized all the distribution in this area. I don't have any other choice. If supplies are an issue, the school lunch club can help with that. Right. I was gonna say the Fuyo. Fuyo! I'm not playing a Chinese game today. It's a bit of a distance to travel, but would you come with me? You could tell that this was developed by a Japanese or an Asian, or at least I'm pointing out the backdrop, because the separation for teenagers in the two different colors is not where it should be. It's teenagers, not teenagers. Boss, I'd like to ask for your help. Of course! What can I do for you, Fuka? I help you and you help me find more customers? It's a win-win solution. I'm indebted to you. Oh, no need for that kind of talk. It's only natural to help each other in times of need. We supply food to the Gehenna students, so our quality is guaranteed. To receive all of this help, I don't want to be a burden. Not at all. It's only natural for people in the culinary community to help where help is needed. We're all committed to helping you. And you couldn't have chosen a more trustworthy savior. I would vouch for Fuka any day. I can as well. See, even Chalet Sensei is on board. Hey, isn't that the owner of the Sparrow? I think so. What's going on here? Why are they talking with Chirp Market's owner? Could it be? Now that we have the ingredients, shall we get cooking? Jury, can you get started on the prep work? Leave it to me. Jury, always the sous chef and never the chef. Or the prep chef, actually, not even sous chef. We don't want... No. I don't mean to overstep you on your established practices, but have you ever considered using the residual heat to mix a sauce? The meat gets coated in it, and the taste and texture will be completely different. It's almost like caramelizing it. Oh, I didn't think of that. To upgrade? What are you upgrading? I'm downgrading, if anything. What are you talking about? As far as what I was talking about with Jury. Oh, because it's a lot of work? Yeah. I got Mika. I'm very excited for that, but I'm also sitting here like, oh my god, to get her all the way up to Spar. Just yesterday, I basically maxed out my level, which, by the way, Panda, if you're still around, is no longer 87. It is now 90, a nice round number. I know it bothered you, and it kind of bothered me too. That was a weird way to stop 87. That was strange. When making soup, stir-fry the ingredients a bit before adding the water. Oh, you're trying to max out swimsuit Hoshino? That's another one. Like, I want to max out Mika, swimsuit Hoshino, dress Hina. Basically, a lot of my Fest characters. I maxed out swimsuit Hanako. At least in stars. It'll give the whole thing a deeper taste. But couldn't I just end up overcooking the solid ingredients? That's a risk, for sure. Think of it like a puzzle. Each dish needs its own solution and perfect balance. You know, something I discovered recently, Tired Out, you probably already know, but I'm just going to put it out there anyway because I didn't know. I have my characters up for share, and even if they're not being used, they still accrue credits. And all you have to do is kind of reestablish them, and then you can gather the credits that are there. I don't mean to mansplain, but, you know, it's just something that I discovered literally yesterday. I didn't know that I earned credits for them just being there, not just being used. Yeah, because I went from like 100 million up to 150 million with that, because I didn't even know that was the case. I had placed them there for the help, but I hadn't realized that they accrue credits on their own. Cooking is hard. The amount of ingredients that can be multiplied by the number of people. But you can't necessarily do that for heat. Is there a solution? Stir often to make sure things cook evenly. But not too much such as to ruin the more delicate ingredients. You have to be careful to strike the perfect balance. So, we've completed a few new menu items. Now we need someone to evaluate if they are a success. Who could we get to evaluate if the new food is good enough for the menu? I don't know. I mean, I could. I'm here. But I don't know if I have the palate for that. Who could we get for such a important task? I don't know, I'm drawing a blank. I don't know. Oh, of course. Why didn't I think of that? I've been waiting. Now then, time to dig in. I assume that was itadakimasu. I.e. rub-a-dub-dub, thanks for the grub. I'm so nervous. There's a lot of tension right now. What am I so nervous for? Didn't even do any of the cooking. Thank you for the food. Yeah, that's Goshizo-sama deshita. The meal? Wow, they even had the gulping sound effect. Gokuri. Please don't blow up her or blow anything up. Passes. Yes. From a gastronomic perspective, it was impeccable. More importantly, it's a shame to eat food like this alone. Why don't you all join me? Food approved by Haruna. I'm excited. The smell made it so painful to wait. It feels like I haven't eaten all day. Okay, let's... Where's the owner of this dump? You, who said you could change suppliers? This is a breach of contract. Didn't you read the fine print? There'll be penalties, compensation, bankruptcy. Not the kind that rich people get. Oh, that's too real. That's too real. Oh. Why? Why? That was way too real. Not the kind. Bankruptcy and not the kind that rich people get. Yeah. Hey, watch where you're going! Why? Why is Junko always fated not to eat her food? I feel so bad for her. Why is this a thing? Oh, in the EX, in like every single time I see her almost eat the food, it always ends like this. Why? I'm so sad. This is terrible. You assholes. I'm surprised she's not starved yet. Me too! Now that explains her base units EX. I'm hangry. I would be hangry too if I just kept not being able to eat my goddamn food. My food. I didn't even get to taste it. Oh my, what a tragedy. But calling it a tragedy is kind of dramatic. it was your fault anyway. You should have been more considerate of my elbow. Seriously, right? Of all the students that need a freaking shield, she does. Maybe she can borrow one from, what's her face from the Sweets Club? I'm forgetting the tank's name. I was gonna say ID, but that's not. That's the president, but that's not who I'm thinking of. Anyway. Not that I think you'll succeed, but, you should at least try and run away. Absolutely unforgivable! You know, that's fair. I'm gonna keep base Junko. I'm not gonna switch out because A, not 3-star, B, not leveled. I already have one character that's not leveled there. I'm not gonna bother with that. Okay, give me 2 enemies. I love being able to line up Haru in a shot. That's so good. I love the piercing nature of her sniper. It's so good. All right. Next chapter, because we've only gotten through 2 chapters out of 10. And it's already an hour and a half into stream. There's a problem here.
寒い時に何かを食べると体が温まるって言いますよね。
Who even are you people? Allow me to answer you. We're pilgrims, and our holy sites are the gastronomic extremes of the world. Undaunted by any hardship or obstacle standing between us and delicious food, we are none other than Gehenna's Gourmet Research Society. Eat or die. The Gourmet Research Society? Really? The ones who jumped a sea of fire for popcorn? Huh? Where did you hear that nonsense? They didn't just jump into a sea of fire, that's where they came from! They left because they already ate everything inside it! Huh? Rumor has it that one of them has a black hole for his stomach. If you get too close to her mouth, you'll get sucked in. Don't they have some sort of curse? Like, no meal can be finished around them because something always comes up? Yeah! How about that? Anyway, what are those demonic terrorists from the Gourmet Research Society doing here? Demonic? Terrorists? Hold on. Junko, you're exempt. But terrorist is not necessarily one that needs to get thrown out when describing your club, unfortunately. If I had to be absolutely brutally honest. Kidnapping, destroying public property, theft. Yeah, you're basically terrorists. Just saying. We just go around eating good food. A few explosions here and there are unavoidable in that process. Okay, I was gonna say you were exempted. But don't try and sweep your clubmates' actions under the rug. I heard how seamless this Gourmet Research Society is. Now I see the rumors are true. How scary. Listen up, you have no right to interrupt us here. Right, we have the power of contract law on our side. The owner here is supposed to vacate the premises. We're just here for a friendly reminder. Yeah, we're just being good neighbors. Except we're not actually neighbors, which means we're just going our way to be nice. That's odd. I don't remember my neighbors ever wearing helmets and threatening people with guns. We don't threaten anybody with guns. We just threaten people while holding guns. It's legally distinct. That's kind of distinct. Or is it technically distinct? Anyway. So, why are the Gourmet Helmet gangsters involved with Meow Foods' supposed contract disputes? Can we assume then the existence of a relationship between Meow Foods and the Gourmet Head? Can we assume then the existence of a relationship between Meow Foods and the Gourmet Helmet gangsters? What? No, that would be just crazy talk. We're just toast if the higher-ups hear about this. Well, they won't hear about it if there are no witnesses. But there are witnesses. Oh, I get it now. Yeah, no witnesses. Oh, I'm sorry. We must have given you a concussion since you can't seem to think straight anymore. Ooh. Haruna spitting fire. You couldn't even touch us a moment ago. So where's this confidence coming from? Fools! When cowards like us change our attitude, there's always a good reason. Whatever could you mean? No need for questions. Just turn around and realize your defeat. What's going on? Why are you spamming us with emergency calls? I want to get out of the way. I want to get this out of the way. There's a meeting for pet rock owners that I want to go to. Reinforcements? I see. How quaint. Now do you get it? No one challenges the Gourmet Helmet gangsters to get away with it. No, not that. What I understand now is that you're no better than a restaurant serving spoiled food. Round 2. Fight! Yeah, I'm just gonna wait that out because and we have jury. Well done. Please, I'll take mine well done. はいはい。
夏の美食を巡る旅はまだまだこれからだよ。
Alright, next up.
寒くありませんか？温かい食事でもいかがでしょう？
Let's go. Nobody can tell the difference. Uh-huh. Wait, why are we in a factory?
The only thing that matters is the taste of money. Just keep things safe enough to eat. Seasoning is enough flavor for the masses. Gourmet food is just cognitive distance.
Look, I might not be a gourmand myself. I don't mind eating, base food. But I can tell the difference between fast food and gourmet food. And gourmet food is 10 times better, and it's worth the price if you can afford it.
Profit is reality. Buy mediocre ingredients in large quantities, then mix in low-grade ingredients to increase our supply and profit margin. Meow Food's patented synthetic seasoning will drown out the quality while we drown in money. Don't worry about the complaints. If they're complaining, that means they're buying.
If they're complaining, then yes and no. That means they bought, but you might lose further sales. Just saying.
And all this profit will go towards a good cause. The operation and expansion of Cafe Meow, the franchise of the future. Idiots cultivate food. I cultivate business.
I have something to report, boss.
A report? Excellent! By the way, I told you to call me Chairman Meow here.
Oh, right. Chairman Yao, there's something urgent to report.
Urgent? What could be more urgent than gloating to myself about my money? If it isn't more worthwhile than that, then you'll have to pay for it. In the literal sense.
So, the message is... What should we do, Chairman Yao?
I've been thinking about what to do with that restaurant. First off, some small club like the Gourmet Research Society is of no interest to me. What could be a problem is the huge academy that club is a part of. Gehenna.
I've heard that the Gourmet Research Society isn't very popular in Gehenna.
Is that information reliable?
Huh? Yeah. Sure.
Okay. Your clear confidence gives me faith in your answer.
Clear confidence?
Now, all I need to do is swat away the bug that is the Gourmet Research Society.
Please reconsider. Sparrow is too valuable to give up on. Yes. Thank you, Fuka. You're looking good again. Huzzah! Yeah, we're just getting started. Don't give up before you've given yourself a chance.
Thank you, everyone. I appreciate your kindness, but I feel as guilty as I do grateful. I've done nothing but be a burden to you.
Haruna and Fuka agreeing is a rare sight. Sensei, what do you mean by that? No need to worry about that right now. Anyway, if we get involved anymore, there'll be plenty of problems to overcome. And a big company like Meow Foods is too big of a problem to deal with. At first, I thought the problem would lose my lack of skill, and all I needed to do was get a little help. But things are getting more and more out of control. But this is a restaurant that has been passed down for generations. Right, you said you wanted to protect it no matter what. You're right. It might be best to join the Meow Foods franchise. I'd keep the building at least. No, that's not right. Gourmet dining isn't just about the food, but also the location, atmosphere, the history, the situation. Gourmet is when all of those elements work together to make buying dinner more than just a simple transaction. I don't intend to allow the Sparrow to lose its soul. I don't think you should give up. Really? I'm not a good cook at all. Everything I make ends in ruins. The only things I can create are disasters. I make one little mistake and suddenly the food is alive and attacking people. What? Aren't you burying the lead here? But no matter how many pasta-related injuries I cause, not only pasta, but continue, I'll never give up. Puka and Sensei are always there to support and encourage me more than anything. I don't want to turn away from cooking. I may not be a good cook, but I love cooking. Nothing makes me happier than people in eating my food, which has been not very many of them, but okay. There's no point quitting halfway through. One day, I know that I'm going to make delicious food each and every day. And I don't want to see you give up either. I hope I didn't overstep by saying that to you. But if I don't give up, what should I even do? Well, we have the food. We have the chefs. We just need customers to know all about it. I see. How about a food tasting promotion? Yes. It's time to show the results of our hard work. A new and improved Sparrow restaurant, with the food good enough to back that claim. A restaurant with loyal customers can survive anything. Let's do this together. Is it really okay to have one more chance? I've been waiting for you to ask. Yes, and the answer is yes. We'll help you with anything. We're just getting started. God, Jury and that smile. Swear to God, she can make me eat anything she cooks with that smile of hers. Ugh. It's time to give people a taste of Sparrow. That didn't come out right, considering the actual proprietor of this shop, but you know, whatever. Check, please. Welcome, welcome. Grab a bite. It's a delight. New Sparrow menu. Try a free sample. Sparrow? Well, I thought they were closing. Sparrow is our lover. Sparrow is food. Sparrow is good. You might be overselling it just a smidge. We'll find out. That was just a rumor. On the contrary, the Sparrow is reinventing its menu. Well, let's see how it tastes. Moku Moku.
It's good. I mean, the old food was good too, but this is great. I love how savory it is, and the texture is much better. I'm so relieved. Please support the new and improved Sparrow. It was this good when cold. Imagine how good it'd be fresh. Oh! Food was so good I'd forgotten my business meeting. Thank you, but also, you should really go. It's good. It really is good. But, is there a problem? How much does it cost when you're not giving it away? Well, considering the cost of ingredients, transportation, and labor, it'll be about 900 yen. That much? I usually only spend 600 on it. Really? It's only a little bit more expensive than the other restaurants, and Sparrow's prices have always been like that. Yeah, and that's why people thought Sparrow was closing. It won't be able to come close. I won't be able to come too often at these prices. I mean, if I'm gonna splurge on a meal, I'd rather go all in and eat something more luxurious. Food is better than most places, sure. Ultimately, it's pretty basic stuff. If I'm gonna spend more than the bare minimum, I'd rather try something new. There's a limit to what Sparrow can make with the ingredients we have. I'm sorry, but that's not the customer's problem to solve. That's true, but... You know what? Let me flex a little bit of my abilities here. I have been, while giving her a more proper sounding voice, let me take this a step further. I see. Taste isn't the only thing that is important, but prices matter too. That was our carelessness. We forgot the business side of things and focused too much on the quality of the food. If anything, we just need more quantity. The portions are too small. These portions are too small. Are you sure that's not just a you thing, Akari? No, I thought the portions were small as well. Well, I'm not sure if that helps. Dirt Market's ingredients are high quality. Which means increased portions just lead to increased costs. And this area is flooded with cheap options thanks to Niao Foods. So we'll look pricey by comparison. If we want to win people over, we'll just have to play their game. Unfortunately, their game includes a certain level of quality decline. I don't like it one bit. Why not aim for both quantity and quality? Huh? How would that even be possible, Sensei? Having two tiers of menus? Oh, sorry, that was her responding to me. By having two tiers of menus, by consolidating the low and mid-priced items, we can cut costs by having a smaller, more standardized menu, while also offering a separate, more specialized menu for regulars so our offerings aren't too monotonous. Each menu would be smaller, but then they'd have something for both those looking for a quick bite and those for higher quality meals. Not a bad idea. If we can get the balance right, I think it's a good. I like the idea of a set menu. Kind of like a school lunch. Lunch at our school is awful, but I bet the set menu at Sparrow will be great. Don't say that with Fuka around, Izumi. Just pointing that out there.
And don't forget the owner's workload after we're gone. There's a reason why school lunches aren't appetizing. I think that this is a great idea. Good job, Sensei. But now we need to discuss buying cheaper ingredients for the standardized menu. I guess we have no choice but to find some sources in this district. Haruna won't be happy about that. Of course she won't. She hates compromising. This is different. It's necessary for Sparrow's survival. So, I'm making an exception.
Speaking of which, we should leave the grocery shopping to Jury.
What?
It's a bit rude to be that surprised. Jury makes some mistakes in the kitchen, but she has a great eye for ingredients. It's a bit embarrassing to say this about myself, but I studied grocery shopping really hard. I might not be the most helpful in the kitchen, but I can help by finding good ingredients. If you say so.
That's that. Sensei? I guess it's time for me to start moving. Good luck. Give her a proper British, Exodian, whatever you'd like to call it, British accent, or at least as British as I can make it sound in a shorter period of time without too much practice or hearing someone who can do the Queen's, or I guess at this point the King's English. I believe she sounds more proper and rather more like a proper gourmand, if I'm being properly honest. What do you all think? Sold out? No way! I went to the street dominated by Niao Foods to buy groceries. Everything looked exceedingly normal. Nothing special in sight. The street is really bustling today. I guess it makes sense considering the time. I'm kind of excited. You have a lot on your plate today, Jury. Not at all. I do this sort of thing every day for the school lunch club. If anything, today's easier and more enjoyable than usual. Oh, I'm not saying that the school lunch club work isn't enjoyable. It's amazing seeing the senior members of the club work. Their skill is mesmerizing. Wait, there's more than just the two of you? Huh. I'd like to see more school lunch club members. We only see Jury and Fuka. And Fuka does some great cooking. Don't get me wrong, but I would love to see one that seems like a Gordon Ramsay type chef. I think that would be actually freaking hilarious. What are you? An idiot sandwich. Just watching them makes me happy. I'd just be happy if they even made more delicious lunches. I get what you're saying. I'm sure you'll hear things like that quite often. Oh, right. This is what the school lunch club is supposed to do, but... Thanks for coming, Izumi. Akari. Absolutely! I love looking at delicious food. But I love eating it even more. I didn't want Jury to just keep all the culinary eye candy to herself. Anyway, the more I help, the better. So, don't worry about it, Sensei. I'm not sure about all of that, but you say so. Alright, let's do some grocery shopping. Our goal is to find the best of the best of mediocre ingredients. The best of the best, mediocre ingredients. I mean, technically it does make sense, but it just feels weird to be saying the best of the mediocre. Oh, this cabbage looks decent, but not too decent. There aren't many brown spots, and when you... it's hard when you push on it, so it's fresh at least. And it looks affordably good. Excuse me, we'd like to buy these cabbages. Oh, sorry. We're all sold out. What? But I'm holding one right now. I'm sorry. We were paid in advance. Are you sure there are none left? I'm sure. Besides, we were told not to sell anymore even if we had them. I'm so sorry. I wish it didn't have to be like this. Huh? This is nonsense! Let's try buying meat instead. The pork here looks good. It's a nice pink, and the marbling looks good. We're closing for today. What do you need? What? Already? We're all sold out today. Did someone happen to pay you in advance? Yeah, actually. Kinda strange. Never had this happen before. Oh, you know what? I read the greengrocer as he knew what was happening. But I think that probably what's happening is that Meow Foods is buying their own stock, essentially. To make sure that Sparrow can't have it. Sorry, please come again when we've restocked. Something smells fishy, and it's not the meat. Well, we can go buy soy sauce and cooking wine. But I have a bad feeling about this. These things have a long shelf life and aren't something you often buy in bulk. So they shouldn't be sold out. Hello, do you have any soy sauce and cooking wine? We also need cooking oil. We actually have to close until more inventory comes in. Things sold out? Yes, I'm sorry for the inconvenience. No, I think at this point, I think that they might be talking out their ass when they're saying that they have no idea who's buying out the food. At the very least, they know who's buying out the food. If not, they were told to say that when the Gourmet Research Society comes around. Once or twice could be coincidence, but 3 times? No way. Is someone doing this on purpose? But why? That's so mean! This is no accident. Let's check out other places. It was fruitless. And I'm not just talking about the fruit endeavor. Or the fruit vendor. Everything on the street is sold out? Not everything, Sensei. Just everything decent. Someone is trying to stop us, but why? I'm gonna assume that it is the chairman. Because you crossed the line. Who's that? Oh no. You're in too deep. You probably won't do it, but it's not too late to turn back. Walk away, then we'll stop interfering. You seem to know the answer already. What makes you think we'd walk away? Listen, it's inconvenient for both of us. We don't want to do this, and you don't either. So if you stop, so can we. More like if we stop, you'll just take over Sparrow. That restaurant can't possibly be worth the trouble. But fine. Have it your way. I figured it would come to this, so I came prepared. And now we're down 2 people. Down with 3 people, actually. Those things aren't wearing helmets at all! Ah. I see how it is. Remember, this is your fault. Things are gonna end a bit differently this time. Huh. Oh, nope, wrong. I wanted this one. I'll get this. I want Junko in front for the start for funsies. She deserves it. She hangry.
さあ行くよ。参りますよ。これはいかが？これはいかが？前進いたします。私もお手伝いしますね。
Already done it.
この野郎。そちらですね。移動しよう。これはいかが？
I'm just letting it play out a bit.
ありがとうございます。私もお手伝いしますね。これはいかが？覚悟しなさい。さてと、
Alright,
ウェルダンでお願いします。
that bitch moved.
そちらでもお手伝いしますね。さてと、
Did you guys see that? I put the freaking AoE down and she
こちらに
moved.
ものがありそうですね。これはいかが？お覚悟はできていらっしゃるのかしら。覚悟しなさい。
Ugh. Alright, let's go. Yeah, you hear the Ojo-sama out of it, so that's why I was like, I need her to be British to make it sound more posh. Damn it! Wow, that was so tough! It seems like Meow Foods takes the sparrow business more seriously than I thought. What makes you say that? They've gone through a lot of trouble just for a single restaurant, for one. It's not Sparrow itself that matters, but its refusal to submit to its focal point. Focal point? For those who don't want to join Meow Foods, it's become a bit of a rallying point. Huh? The owner just wants to protect their own business. Yeah, and there are other owners thinking the same thing. Regardless of the owner's intentions, the fact that Sparrow is still around, it's a bad look for Meow Foods. It encourages other businesses to resist the company. And instead of a PR department, Meow Foods has us. It's our job to get rid of that Sparrow in the most striking way possible. It'll teach the other business owners a lesson. And you're fine with that? Well, not exactly an airtight plan. Then why follow such a maniac? Because I need to pay rent. Rent? Right. Not helping Meow Foods, we're working for Meow Foods. Aside from the whole intimidation tactics thing, we get paid to collect, process, package, and distribute ingredients and products. For the gourmet helmet gangsters, Meow Foods is just a job creator. Not like we're doing this for fun. And it's not just us. There are plenty of people who are better off working for Meow Foods, including the local shop owners. What about the people who don't want that? Not my problem. I'm just doing my job. Okay. All that being said, is there any way we can negotiate? No idea. You have to speak with our employer directly. But good luck finding out the location of Meow Foods headquarters. Oh, it's on their website. Wait. Meow Foods' #1 priority is to provide affordable, delicious food for the betterment of local communities. To visit us, I don't get paid enough for this.
Oh, they fled.
Makes sense to me. Should we get going ourselves? I love the fact. Good luck finding where the headquarters are. www.meowfoods.com. Oh, look at that. We got ourselves an address. Also, I'm very disappointed that the one time that I see Maki actually eating, it's one of the experimental foods that freaking Izumi makes.
こんにちは、先生。新年のお願いは決まりましたか？
I am disappointed. It's a cook-off. So, that's what happened. It feels like things are getting out of hand. Are you sure we'll be okay? The answer to that doesn't matter. What matters is that there's no point quitting halfway through. I'm not going to give up.
Yeah, half eating food only gets thrown away.
Not Haruna's point, but I like where your head's at. Think of it as a test of will. Do we have the determination to seek the ultimate taste, no matter the danger? There's no meal better than one earned. The Gourmet Research Society has a new target. Meow Foods Sorry. British English, let me do that again. The Gourmet Research Society has a new target. Meow Foods HQ. H is how they would say that. Jim and Yao, I have something to report.
What is it?
The Gourmet Research Society is heading toward Nyaomoto Foods? Is that a mistranslation? Or a translation like it was originally Nyaomoto Foods and they've been cutting it down to Meow Foods? Alright.
What? How did they find us?
Well, it's on the company website.
What? Who told you to put the address on the website?
Yeah, which way? Which way, Tired? I had two theories and all you said was yes. Is it this or is it that?
Yes.
You did, Chairman Yao.
Do you always have to do what people tell you to?
What? I mean, when they pay me to, yeah. Ah, okay. So Nyaomoto is the original and they've been shortening it. Nyaomoto Kang.
Customers so passionate that they're coming straight to us. It'd be rude not to greet them hospitably.
Okay, your attitude's completely changed. I'm not sure what orders I'm supposed to follow anymore.
Shut up! I'll up the reserves and prepare for battle.
Is that really the best option?
No questions! This is the headquarters of Meow Foods.
I love that they're out in the desert for some reason or another. I am more than confused, but that's okay.
参りますわよ。私もお手伝いしますね。ありがとうございます。
Yeah, but their HQ is supposed to be, you know,
突き抜ける勇
for foodstuffs. Why is it in the desert?
こちらに面白いものがありそうです。これはいかが？私もお手伝いします。ありがとうございます。ウェルダンでお願いします。
I get like the bases in the desert overall, but it's the because it's the HQ of a food distributor is my point, and HQ usually means like odd stuff. All of a sudden, we're no longer in the desert. I know, it's gameplay. I'm leaving it alone.
Where's the CEO? Or the president? Whatever you call yourself. I'm calling you out.
Hiding is just gonna make us get louder.
Wow, all this food looks delicious. Can I try it? Then can I finish it?
I think you should go out there. I think we're about to lose our entire stock of food.
Oh! Potential profit! The damages! Alright, I'm making an executive decision. Time to end this.
What kind of executive decision? Before we begin, thank you for the warm welcome.
I aim to play.
May we ask why you rolled out the red carpet for us?
As the head of Yamamoto Foods, I'm in charge here. Trying to enter without prior notice or reservation will result in an automated response. That response happens to be a very proactive security system.
So, a proper meeting could have been scheduled? Or should I say scheduled? Though that one is like, I've heard both. I'm listening to English people speak.
It's on a case-by-case basis. But the review process takes about a month or so.
I feel very pleased with our approach then. Thanks for the explanation. Now, let's get to the point.
I'd prefer that. Efficiency and adaptability are the foundations of management.
Efficiency in doing what? Destroying the concept of gourmet by flooding the market with nothing but cheap, low-quality food?
Yeah? You have a problem with good business?
I'm almost impressed at how you could just ignore such an obvious problem. You've spent too much time in an office. You've lost sight of what your own product is supposed to be.
If the consumers even pay attention to trivialities like how their food... As if consumers even pay attention to trivialities like how their food tastes. I know exactly what my product is. More food at cheaper prices. People are happy about it. Are you suggesting that I just throw out the ingredients and food below a certain quality? Why would I ever be so wasteful?
I'll give you a simple answer. You're deceiving people.
Not even fish can survive water that's too clean.
But it's important to keep the water as clean as possible.
Maybe I'm too much of a big picture boss to get it, but isn't it strange to cling to such tiny details?
What's strange is the name Meow Foods. You don't seem to make anything that qualifies as food.
I resent that comment.
Your answer is as plain as your answer is as bland as your products.
God, the bad shots are being fired without even a bullet. The heck? Oh my gosh. Okay then. A cook-off.
What?
You heard me. A cook-off. Let's have a cooking contest. This is about food, so let's compete with food. I'll be fair, so no one can object to the results. This is clearly a bait. This is clearly bait for a trap, right? Bait? Is it edible? What do you think, Karuna? If it is a trap, the Gourmet Research Society will spring it and win anyway. I accept your challenge. It's New Year's. Feeling festive? I am. Holiday foods only. That's complete with osechi. Osechi? Lots of manual work. Surprisingly difficult to make taste good. Which makes it the best way to test our cooking skills, no? What will the competition be? We make osechi using the same quality and quantity of ingredients. Then have the members of the Merchants Guild taste it. And whoever gets a more positive reception wins? Exactly. If Meow Foods wins, you'll give up on spam. And if we win, you'll keep your grubby hands away from Sparrow. I accept. We accept too. And, of course, nobody at the head of a major corporation would ever go back on their word. Right? I'd wager all of Meow Food's sales on that not happening. I mean, I don't want to try fighting them, but if you're sure a cook-off will work? Oh, this is free marketing! Marketing? You see, I did some research and found out about the Gourmet Research Society's notoriety. And he's just bringing this up now. What would happen if we broke the infamous Gourmet Research Society in front of the Merchants Guild? The status of Meow Foods amongst the students of Kibochos would be absolute! Remember, appealing to the Kibochos student demographic never fails. Yeah, that's really great business advice. By the way, are you gonna pay us for overtime? Results first, pay later. I don't think that's how overtime works. If it wasn't for the fact it was a sentence, I would have done the Princess Bride reference. You know what, I'll do it anyway. You keep using that word. I don't think it means what you think it means. Also, for those who haven't seen The Princess Bride, go watch The Princess Bride. It's a great movie. It's hilarious.
寒くありませんか？温かい食事でもいかがでしょう？
It is. It's fun. It's a funny ass movie. Hilarious. Did you come back with even more problems? Please, no need to shout. Huh? Don't try to tell me to calm down. A cooking contest? Against Meow Foods? And members of the Merchants Guild will be the judges. How much are we preparing? 100 stacks. As you know, osechi is prepared in multiple side dish boxes that can be stacked. Usually 3 to 4 people share a stack, so it's a simple order of food for 400 people. I think I'm going to go over there and pass out for a while. Sorry, Fuga, you'll have to pass out afterwards. The contest has already started. We're already committed. No, you're already committed. You're the one who accepted the challenge, Haruna. Now you're making me deal with it. I'm
sorry, Fuka. Uh-huh. Wait. Haruna apologized? I wasn't sure if that was actually legit. I don't just love eating delicious food. I love sharing it too. A good meal is something anybody and everybody appreciates. And that's why I can't leave Niao Foods alone. If they have their way, there'll be nothing to eat beyond their bland products. I don't want that. I don't want to see Sparrow disappear. And I don't want to sit idly by while people are being deprived of one of life's universal pleasures. Good food. So you're saying you accepted this challenge for the sake of the people here? I am. And you want me to help? I'm saying that too, yes. And if I say no, what happens then? Like I said, I won't sit idly by. We'll think of something. Is that even possible? Whether I do something or not has nothing to do with the possibility. I knew the risk when accepting Yao Food's challenge. You didn't seem like you did, but that's okay. There's a high chance of failure and mockery. But no one knows the future, and fear of it won't suppress my love of gastronomy. You say that, but if you actually lose, you'll be moping for weeks. Ah. Okay. I'll help. Fuka? I had a feeling you'd drag me into something anyway. Besides, you're not the only one who doesn't want Sparrow to disappear. I know it's a bit late for alternatives, but is there really no other way? Let me be honest with you, Sensei. Cooking is a battle of capital to an extent. Homemade meals are all about taste, but restaurants have to balance flavor with being a business. Of course, there are restaurants who don't even try to balance that and think it's all business. Every time I come across a restaurant like that, I get the urge to turn off the faucet. Faucet? If you saw a sink overflowing with water, the faucet was still on, what would you do? Turn it off? And when I see a restaurant where the prices exceed the food quality, that's the urge I get. Faucets are generally easier to turn off. Anyway, normally, it would be nearly impossible for Sparrow to compete with Niao Foods. It can only temporarily compete on the same level because of the conditions of the contest. Didn't you have started with this explanation? Regardless, a crisis is just an opportunity that's backwards. So, let's just throw it in reverse. Win, and we get everything we want. I don't have a single doubt about our impending success. Please never get into gambling, Haruna. Why in the world would I do that? Gambling would only distract from gastronomy. That's reassuring, I guess. 400 people. I've never cooked so much at once. That's what Fuka's here for. Do you think I'm some sort of magical wish dispenser? Besides, every time I cook in large quantities, I always have some kind of accident. Don't worry. That's where the Gourmet Research Society comes in. Ow. We can tell the difference between a teaspoon of sugar too much and a drop of soy sauce too little. We've got the tasting covered. All you gotta do is eat!
So, it was Nyao Foods that bought out all the vegetables. I'm sorry. I hope you understand. You had no choice. Don't worry about it. The ingredients Nyao Foods bought have been returned, so they're available. The competition between Sparrow and Nyao Foods is using the same ingredients. I'm looking forward to it. Good luck. There's a problem with the ingredients. What's the issue? Ah, I see. They're crushed. I'll have to throw away about a third of this. This is a disaster. There's no way these should have been packaged so poorly. But according to the contest rules, we can't use any other ingredients. Looks like Operation Ruin the Ingredients by delivering them in a deliberately unsafe manner was successful. I think you should probably condense that to something shorter. Good. Keep in touch. Also, we should probably start workshopping these names. I just finished saying that! Though not in so many words. What's wrong with these ingredients? They were only at Nyao Foods headquarters for a few days, but they look like they've been there for a month! I can't believe it, they look practically expired. What do we do? As long as Nyao Foods uses the same ingredients, it'll be a fair competition. But I have a feeling they won't be doing that. It worked. Report to the higher-ups. Operation Make the Ingredients Spoil Faster with Defunct Storage succeeded. I thought seasonings at least would be fine. I'd like to apologize. Once I sent an item away, it doesn't belong to me, but... Still, I didn't expect all the bottles to be cracked. Your distribution company that doesn't transport its products properly. Outrageous. I love this. I'm seeing... Okay, this will count towards the count of clairvoyance, but I see where the issue lies. Or what's gonna happen. Win or lose, everyone's still gonna hate on Nyao Foods because they're gonna hold them responsible for the condition, since they are a food distributor. If they were like a restaurant, it would be one thing. But because they are a food distributor, and they just got distributed back product, that's what's gonna cause Sparrow to stay in business. Win or lose, it won't matter, because Nyao Foods will not be able to stay in business because of the condition in which they distributed the food. Remember, the whole point of this was for free publicity for the thing, because they for this contest they will be the main food distributor. But the fact that they're trying to cheat and still win will show that they're not the best food distributor, much less forget about the quality of ingredients that they're selling in the first place. This will count for the count of clairvoyance. The cock. Thanks for saying that. I guess we managed to collect the ingredients. Yeah. The contest condition was to only use ingredients obtained from this street. But sabotaging the distribution like this, I have no idea what Nyao Foods is thinking. But I'm thinking of ways to make them pay for this. I need to be more sing-songy whenever I see like the stars and hearts that she puts in there. No way back. Are you okay, Fuka? Oh, Sensei. Yes, I'm fine. There's just a lot to do. You shouldn't overwork yourself. Why don't you take a break? I'm sorry.
go get some fresh air. You must be thinking Fuka's overwhelmed too, right, Hanuna? I didn't even say anything. But you've been watching her all day. I guess I can't hide anything from you. She's clearly reached her limit. But I don't know why. What do you want to do, Haruna? That's not what I expected you to ask. You always catch me off guard. I want to win. We need to. Not just for gastronomy's sake, but for the sake of all those who have hopes for Sparrow. But what we need in order to win isn't my strength. And it hurts to know that. I'm sure there's something you can do. You really think so? I do. Would you tell me? Well, if I had to summarize. Nope. Did something happen to Fuka? I saw her on the scooter and on her way to Gehenna just a moment ago. She's probably trying to go get some better ingredients. Oh. She just went out to get some fresh air. Do you have any idea why Fuka would go to Gehenna right now, Jury? Yes, I think I know. Are you absolutely sure? I trust Jerry, he knows what she's talking about. I do too, but would she really go to the rooftop of the school lunch club just to de-stress? There she is. Amazing. Okay. You're up, Aruna. What are you talking about, Sensei? You're more qualified for this kind of situation. I think you should handle this one. May I ask why? When it comes to understanding Fuka, that's where you have me beat. I appreciate the kind words, but don't you think this should be handled by the right person? Huh? Am I the right person? Understood. If you insist, Sensei. Not in the short term, but we'll find out soon. I was wondering what all the fuss was about. Sorry for intruding. Did Jerry tell you I'd be here? Yeah. Is this not a good time? This is about work, don't worry. I'll head back soon. I just need a moment. Oh. Nice rooftop you got. You come here often? School lunch club work keeps me busy, so it's hard to take breaks farther away. This rooftop's become my go-to relaxation spot. Are you stressed? I'd be lying if I say I wasn't. I've been thinking about what we're fighting for, and what we're fighting against. Well, we're fighting for the sake of gastronomy and against Niao Food's underhanded business tactics. I heard what you talked about with the gourmet helmet gangsters. From Akari? Yeah. Then you know everything. If we win, will the people working for Niao Foods lose their jobs? Possibility isn't zero. If Niao Foods fails to take control of Sparrow, well, that might lead to a domino effect of other restaurants owners rejecting Niao Foods. That could, in turn, lead to a downturn for Niao Foods' distribution businesses. Naturally, if they have to cut costs due to less business, they'll likely fire employees. Yeah. That's what I'm worried about. There are also definitely some shop owners who want to side with Niao Foods. And some people think we're just causing unnecessary trouble. Some people are too afraid of the water to rock the boat. But hey, sometimes the boat needs rocking. Yeah, well, sometimes the boat just capsizes. Oh, really? I just wanted to help Sparrow's owner. How did it come to this? Are you really that worried? If we win, if I help you win, then people will lose something important. I hate seeing others suffer. That's why I joined the school lunch club. And? How do you see us? As students in the dining hall, I should be taking care of you. And gourmet helmet gangsters are the same in your eyes. Weird, right? Even though all they've done is attack us. Puka? Huh? Everywhere gain is found, loss follows. Gastronomy is no exception. Hesitation will only lead to the great restaurants disappearing. We can't just watch that happen. Isn't that why we fight? Right. Niao Foods isn't going to take it easy on us. They're already trying to destroy us and Sparrow by any means necessary. Even if we succeed, Niao Foods loses nothing but opportunity. Layoffs may or may not happen. It's a possibility. But only a possibility. But if we lose, the owner of Sparrow loses everything. That's not a possibility. It's a certainty. I can understand that. And Sparrow's owner won't be the only victim. Everyone on that street will be victims too. Why's that? They'll lose their inalienable right to experience true gastronomical glory. Why are you laughing? It was very Haruna thing to say. When it comes to gastronomy, I have nothing to offer but sincerity. It's not something I could compromise on. And neither do you, Fuka. Me? I know you. You rarely show your real skill. You haven't had the chance to do so. Well, here it is. Are you really gonna back down now? I see. You're that committed. I guess I'll have to tag along. What other option is there? We've already come this far. Right. Thanks to someone. Shall we get going? Sense here too, I assume. I've been caught. I had a hunch. Mix bonito stock with egg. Some sugar in the soy sauce, mirin rice, and mirin rice wine. Finely ground fresh meat. What about the herring roe? Being dried right now. Next, grill the yellowtail and snapper. The shrimp is done. Let's try this separately. I finished chopping the carrots. Thanks. Oh, I forgot the taro. This is so nice to see. The owner and the school lunch club working together to make osechi with the Gourmet Research Society's assistance. Yes, our taste buds are invaluable. Hey, tasting is really vital to cooking. Besides, we're in charge of cleaning up. I'm just happy to be here. We should do life or death cook-offs more often. Hydrating. I just felt it in my throat. Especially since I know who's now I'm going to voice in a moment. Here. Give me the report on the osechi production. Like a well-oiled machine, boiling, pickling, roasting, everything's working seamlessly. More production, more consumption, a new meaning to conveyor belt food. The more food you make, the more money we rake. Eat till you fill. Eat to fill your stomach. To work to fill your life. My life is overflowing already. I always love the Helmet Gangster's reaction, the Gourmet Helmet Gangster's reaction to the chairman's statements. It's hilarious. All right, last chapter or episode, whatever we want to call these things. Hello to all of our viewers. How was your year? Are you ready to greet the new one? It's Chrono School of Journalism's idol reporter, Kawaru Shinon. Does anyone know where I am right now? Don't feel bad if you don't. We thought it was just an ordinary shopping district before we heard the news. Have you heard of Nyamoto Foods? I'm sure plenty of you have. Nyamoto Foods, also known as Nyao Foods, is a food company that has been rapidly expanding throughout Kibotos. Today, we received a report that New Year's Osechi Cook-Off hosted by Nyamoto Foods will be held here. Pachi, 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 pachi. Today's sponsor is none other than Nyamoto Foods itself, and they provided a special guest for today. It's Nyamoto Kan, president of Nyamoto Foods. Nice to meet you, everyone. Thank you for your interest in this modest event. And challenging Nyao Foods, their traditional local owner counting on taste to secure victory against this emerging conglomerate power. It's the owner of Sparrow. Hello. It's nice to meet everyone. The rules of the contest are simple. Whoever makes the best 100 stacks of Osechi wins. Honestly, I'm concerned for my opponent. We at Nyao Foods use cutting-edge tech and mass production systems to prepare the Osechi without incident. But Sparrow relies on manual labor, so I worry about how they handled such quantity. I see. How generous of you to care about the circumstances of the opponent, Mr. Nyao. How's the atmosphere at Sparrow? It's impossible. As if 100 stacks of Osechi wasn't hot enough. There's no way they survived the sabotage. I can see it now. Sparrow's owner in tears, embarrassed for coming to the contest without even the required amount of food. And then, finally, my magnanimity. Well, thanks to everyone's support, we were able to make 100 stacks of Osechi.
What?
Wow, you're saying Sparrow can compete with the mass production method of Meow food? Can we ask your secret?
It's thanks to everyone who supported us. I'll introduce them to you.
Hello, I'm Akio Fuka of the Gehenna School Lunch Club. It's nice to meet everyone. And I am Kurodake Haruna, the Gourmet Research Society of Gehenna. Oh, attention everyone! The School Lunch Club and Gourmet Research Society of Gehenna are both here! Isn't it incredible to see them working together? What's going on in Gehenna? An unprecedented collaboration is driving Sparrow's success! I, Kawaru Shinon, cannot believe what I'm seeing!
Nothing to worry about. That much homemade food is in such a short time. There's no way it can beat food made with industrial precision.
And now, the battle begins! Today's judges will be the members of the Merchant Guild, all known for their picky tastes. Wait, I can try too? Thank you! It's been a while since I've had osechi.
Osechi's good. I get sick of it after a while because it's so sweet.
And it's just hard to make at home because it's so elaborate.
Wait, it's taste.
Sorry, I'm giving a little bit of the other one. I don't even like osechi that much. Yeah, not popular these days. But hey, it's nice to look at. This is the osechi from Meow Foods. Well, it tastes as expected. Exactly as expected. And this is Sparrow's.
Hey, hurry up and try this.
You know, I've actually never had osechi before. Isn't it exciting? That's great. You know what else is great? This district. You should promote it. Don't you think the Colonel School of Journalism being here is already enough promotion? Right. Oh, I was just thinking. My god! I didn't know osechi could be this tasty! Amazing! Oh? Let me try. Oh! Everyone, are you watching closely? This New Year's cook-off sponsored by Meow Foods is reaching its peak! And now, time to decide the winner! I've done my best. All I can do now is wait for the results.
Victory was decided before the cooking even started. My victory is a fact waiting to be discovered.
The winner by a landslide!
I should have prepared a speech. A victory speech. Honestly, being a troll is almost burdensome. Naturally, feign humility, generosity, let the win speak for itself. Maybe, I can speak for the win too. Yes, like an assembly line, everything always proceeds as planned.
What an unexpected result! No one could have predicted this! Sparrow wins!
Yes, condolences to Sparrow. What?
Anything is possible! Anything is possible! I can't believe this. Thank you so much, everyone.
Let's just hold on a second. There must be some kind of mistake. 100 stacks for 400 people in total. It's homemade food. There must be an inconsistent quality. My food was mathematically designed to be efficiently tasty. What do you want?
Maybe you took this too lightly, Meow.
You.
People say they get sick of osechi because it's usually mostly sweet. It's easy for people to get tired of sweet food. On top of that, the food was drowning in synthetic seasonings. If you've tasted it once, you've tasted it 100 times.
Well, why are you pretending like you're any different?
We are different, and we had different aftertastes. We selectively used various minor ingredients such as ginger, sesame, and shredded red pepper. That's not all. Meow Foods mindlessly mixes low-quality ingredients with synthetic seasonings. But no amount of seasonings can cover the full quality of those ingredients. Texture and mouthfeel matter too. Even if shiitake mushrooms taste the same, people usually prefer them slightly chewier.
But how were you able to make food for 400 people in such a short time?
Oh, that? Jury, how many servings does the school lunch club prepare every day? 4,000 or so. I can't believe Meow Foods was so worried about a mere 400 servings. And regardless of the serving size, the Gourmet Research Society can tell the difference between a teaspoon of sugar too much or a drop of soy sauce too little. Our victory was inevitable from the beginning. What an incredible result! The courage to reveal the secrets of their success. The scene is full of excitement.
Who gives a damn? Who cares about the contest? Who cares about food?
Chairman Meow?
Gourmet helmet gangsters. Meow Foods Reserve Corps. Punish them.
I can't believe this ended in even more work for us. Work is work. Try not to be resentful. Resentful? Interesting word choice. What an interesting development. I knew I would come to this. Yay! Time to work with all this delicious food. The scene is reaching an even greater climax. A duel between Meow Foods and Gourmet Research Society, the notorious terrorist group of Kibotos. Don't go anywhere, folks. This broadcast is far from over. Now we blow up kitchens. Now we're on that level. Just not the one that we were in. To be absolutely fair. To be fair. To be fair.
さあ行くよ参りますわよへえこれはいかが
Oh, that's a waste. Gosh. My power is I'm too strong. They're dying too fast before I can use my EX moves. Or ones that are... Oh my goodness gracious, okay. They're spreading out too much for Akari. I'll use Junko for the next shot here. The one thing I love about Jury's EX is it makes people literally run to their doom. Epilogue, Happy New Year! Finally, the vortex of shady business dealings that drove the holiday season into a series of battles has come to an end. Sensei! Hurry! The festival is starting! I hate the fact that the nasty looking food at the end of the table there, hold on, so we can see this image in all of its glory, It looks so good. But the nasty food at the end of the table, I don't know who's at fault for that. Whether it's Juri or Izumi. I can't tell who's the one more at fault. The colors probably tell me it's Juri, to be fair, but... Juri, go get a freaking kimono, dang it! We prepared festival food in Osechi. It should be fine if we have leftovers. Good thing Osechi's supposed to be eaten over an extended period of time anyway. Amazing! I love New Year's. It should be longer. I don't think we'll have to worry about leftovers with food this good. Somehow I worry when you're the one saying that. They say that all worries are self-fulfilling prophecies, you know. I hope the coming New Year is full of great things, and that I can make even greater food. Sensei, try this too. It's not much, but I put a little extra effort into it. The best food, the best location, and the best ending. I've lived where the ultimate gastronomy lies. Beautiful moment, soon to be turned into a fond memory for me and the Gourmet Research Society. By the way, what happened to Miyamoto, sorry. I keep saying Miyamoto, I don't know why. Miyamoto. He said, "You haven't seen the last of me, mwahahaha," and then he ran away. Actually, hold on. Let me do the one thing that I'm always praising voice actors for, and I love listening. I'm gonna have her imitate his voice, not just reiterate his words. He said, "You haven't heard the last of me," and then he ran away. I'm kind of worried. Don't worry. No one who has ever said that has ever met a good end. We can always get together to make sure of that. What about the gourmet helmet gangsters? Are you worried about them? Sensei? I'll figure it out. As long as they accept their wrongdoings. We could get them part-time jobs at Sparrow. Really? Would that be okay? I was trying to find the voice for a second. They did bad things, but they didn't seem like fundamentally bad people. It was Sensei. Correcting mistakes is better than just punishing them. You guys are way too nice. Sensei, as always, thank you. Thank you, Sensei. Couldn't have done it without you. Happy New Year, Sensei. Happy New Year! Happy New Year! To a Happy New Year of eating! Already time? Happy New Year! And so, the new year began in Kibotos. I hope for everyone to be happy in this moment. Regardless of whether they're on the right path or a less conventional path of their own. What? The grilled napper came alive! Sorry, I'm sorry. This was my mistake. Never mind whose fault it is. How is that even physically possible? Time for the Gourmet Research Society to step in. Anura, maybe stop for a second. We wouldn't want... Already hard enough. Everyone, seriously, let's just take a second to think about this. Something's watching. We're at a festival. Aw, you're so sweet. After all of that. Really, Gourmet Research Society?
Haruna!
Well, Black Hazard Pony was correct. Also, we don't get to add to the cost. I was not clairvoyant for the first time in forever. Like I was saying. I hope that everyone to be happy in this. And with that, the New Year's event is complete.
新年のお願いは決まりましたか？
What
私も
rewards did I get
隣
here?
でお祈りしますね。
Just a little bit more. Oh shoot, even if I do all the event points, I won't get enough Junko elves. I'm gonna need to get them from the Omikuji. That's okay. Who are the specialized students? I didn't think about it. I just threw them all together. So mostly Gehenna. Why is Senika a part of this? And basically we have the New Year's, basically the New Year's crew. Because we have both this one and Problem Solver, which also had a New Year's event that I think I did offline. I don't think I did that on stream. I need to remember which ones I did on stream. I'll try and do these later because while this one would be probably easy as it goes up. Like once we get to the 83 ones, I was stretching myself thin doing the Problem Solvers 68 ones for the thing. But I'm still happy that I got it. Check it out. I need to show it off just because I wanna. Oh no, I've seen enough hentai to know where this is going. Urizumi. Anyway. There it is. Problem Solver 68 with love. Or from Opera 0068 with love. I am so happy I got that. Wonderful. So useful. Akadi, I need you to stop eating me out of house at home, please. Wait, there's someone. Ah. I won a defense in PvP, hooray! Alright. Well, with that, it is late. Tomorrow... Ooh, I gotta stretch a little bit. Now I'm just making you hungry with all the different foodstuffs. This is the Gourmet Research Society! It's always gonna be about food. You were warned at the start of this stream, Chaos. You have no one to blame but me for streaming it. Anyway. We got stream tomorrow, just reiterating, since stream schedule slightly changed. Tomorrow we're doing, going back to Star Rail. We may start with possibly polls for Jane Doe. I'm still kind of considering it, whether I want to save up my polls for Caesar and Bernice that are coming in the next patch, or if I should just make an attempt at Jane Doe and Seth. I'm not sure how much I would get. And then we'd go into Star Rail so that we can do the continuation quest. I can't remember what Panda called them. Just so we can get some break from Penacony now that we've finished the main story of Penacony. Outside of, wrap up. But either way, we will do that tomorrow. Yes, it's tomorrow. I am strangely a little hungry, despite being very late. Probably because I skipped lunch today. But either way, like I said, I was tired today. I was exhausted. I still kind of am, but I was able to kind of pick up the I keep wanting to use the Japanese tension garu. Basically, my I just kind of came up off of my low point because of how fun and funny the event was. This event just came out yesterday, so it's going to be around, as you can see when it comes around again, 11 more days. And then, what's the next event? I know we're not getting any MSQ for a while. Well, I say I know. You know? Anyway, not important. So yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow for Star Rail for sure. Absolutely. And then maybe some Zenless if I decide to do some things. But either way, thank you guys for hanging out with me. You've been 10 out of 10 with me, and I will see you guys tomorrow for Star Rail Honkai. Have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, wherever it is that you are.